Hi everyone, I have my March monthly highlights to share with you today. I'm using this adorable kit from the Coffee Monsters Co. I fell in love with the cloud, so I had to. I'm using my usual pens. It seems like it's been a favorite for the past year. The Pilot Juice up in 0.4 millimeters and the Taiwanese marking pen. I'm also pulling in holographic and silver foil for this spread because I thought it would go really well with the kind of rainbow and St. Patrick's Day theme, the luck theme. So, as you can tell, the strips are a little bit long. I think they were made for probably the neutral Erin Condren is what I'm thinking, and I have the colorful, so I'm not sure, but it still works out because it covers everything. I'd rather have it cover more than less. So, anyway, moving on to the highlight for the first. So, the beginning of this month was PlannerCon San Francisco, and it was actually my first time attending this event, which I was really excited to. And I met a lot of people for the first time and got to catch up with a lot of my favorite planner people as well. So, I'm using this strip that's the skinnier strip that came with a kit to mark the duration of the event. And for the first, I put down this wine glass from My Newest Addiction because there was a lot of connecting with planner people over drinks this weekend, which I'm so grateful for because it's one of my favorite ways to get to know people. And the drinks can be alcoholic or otherwise. It could be coffee, tea, whatever. I think it's just that space there that it creates. Anyway, I didn't want to write that 3 days in a row, so for the second I put down a Planner Friends Make the Best Friends sticker from EricaGDesigns, and then on the third I put down another drink sticker from My Newest Addiction and a Planner Girl text sticker from See Amy Draw. On the fourth, I drove home. I actually stayed in San Francisco for the weekend, so I drove home and I wrote that as my highlight because it was so great to be home. I love getting to know people, but as an introvert, it can be a little bit exhausting sometimes to socialize for that long. So I was really grateful to be home. On the 5th, I went out for brunch and boba with Katie from Katie Bug Plans. She's a planner girl, and I so cherish our connection. It was my first time meeting her at PlannerCon, and I'm so grateful that we got to go out and have brunch and talk. And I think we're very similar in our mental perspective and emotional perspective of the world. And it's so incredible to be able to share our insights with each other and feel safe doing so. So I really cherish our connection. On the 6th, I binge watched The Voice. I was a little bit behind, but John Legend is a coach this season or this past season and for the next season, and I love John Legend, so I particularly enjoyed this past season. On the 7th, my mom made this delicious, yummy lamb steak for dinner. And, that's not a regular, we don't have steak as a regular occurrence for dinner. So that was special and it was so good. I wish it would make it again. On the 8th, I didn't have a highlight down, so I put down a full box. And of course, as usual, I'm decorating some empty spaces with my Simply Gilded washi. I think most, if not all, the washi I pulled had holographic foil. On the 9th, my mom and I went out to run errands together, and that was my highlight because we don't do that very often. So I put a munchkin, like best friend's munchkin, down along with a heart arrow for my shop. And then on the 10th, the end of this week was a little bit emotionally rough for me. So I think one of the days I went to a cycling class and like I went cycling by myself and my cleat fell off. I mean, it unscrewed and so my cleat was stuck on the bike, and anyway, I had to go get that fixed. So I was kind of feeling anxious about it, even though it's not a big deal. But Nick from Sports Basement was so kind about it. He was actually there also when I bought the cleats, but I didn't have him install it because I think when I picked them up, he wasn't there. But anyway, he fixed it up for me and made sure that they were tight and that, they wouldn't fall off the next time, and he gave me some tips, and I was just really grateful for that, the little kindnesses. So, wow, I'm feeling very sentimental in this March monthly highlights. I hope you guys don't mind. So around this time was when I began my spring setup, which I'm in love with. I definitely have to share it in a video sometime. and I used a Fox and Pip sticker to mark that. On the 12th, I took myself out on a date and got dinner, watched a movie. I watched Captain Marvel and bought movie theater popcorn, which is one of my favorite things to do. So that was really nice. I highly recommend taking yourself out on a date, whether you're in a relationship or not. I think it's just a great way to have some me time. On the 13th, I bought tickets to see Shawn Mendes in July. As you all know, he's my husband. I love him so much. I'm so excited. On the 14th, my friend Victor brought back these delicious snacks from Japan, including my favorite milk tea cookies, and I was really excited about that. So that was my highlight. I didn't have any like milk tea cookie stickers or like cute snack stickers, so I used this tea sticker from Once More with Love. On the 15th, I went to the dentist to get my teeth cleaned, and I had no cavities, thankfully. So that was my highlight. I always am nervous about having cavities every time I get my teeth cleaned. So it's definitely a highlight whenever I come out without any cavities. On the 16th, I didn't have a highlight down, so I put down some washi. And then on the 17th, I think I spoke about this in a plan with me or a journal with me. I was like really craving In-N-Out, and I was at the gym, and I was thinking the entire time I was there, I was like, should I go to In-N-Out after this? I mean, it's like so close to dinner time. I know my mom's making dinner tonight. I don't want to ruin dinner, but I also really want In-N-Out. And it was just like this whole thing. And ultimately, I ended up not going. And then it's so funny. I went home, we're setting up the table for dinner, and then my sister's boyfriend comes home after his gym session with In-N-Out, and he bought like 3 burgers, so like an extra one, and that was for me, and I was like, yes. So that was really, it's the little joys. So that was definitely my highlight. On the 18th, I had a work day with Carolyn, and I used a Fox and Cactus laptop girl to mark that. I love the hair. It's like pastel. On the 20th, my sister and I went out for spontaneous dim sum, and I'm so happy that I got to use that giant munchkin carrying the wonton. It's like a Once More with Love and Wonton in a Million collab, which I apologize. I'm like planning faster or filling this out faster than I can speak, but once I go back over, you'll be able to see it. On the 21st, my sister and I went to pick up my brother from college. He came home for spring break for the week, and I miss him a lot, so I was really excited about that. I used a happy character sticker from Fox and Cactus, again the pastel hair, which I love. On the 22nd, I started reading The Beautiful and Damned by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Such an illuminating portrait of what it's like to be in your 20s, and this book was written a century ago, but so many of the themes still carry on to today, I feel. So it was very eye-opening, and I recommend it if you're looking for something like that. On the 23rd, I kind of messed up here a little bit. I skipped a day, so I'm fixing it right now. But the 23rd, my highlight was getting boba. I'm a boba bitch after all. The 24th, the highlight was family time because my brother was home for the weekend and my sister was free, and so that worked out really well. On the 25th, I didn't have a highlight down, so I put down some washi. On the 26th, I attended a really fun spin class, and I used this cycling munchkin from Once More with Love to mark that, along with a heart arrow. And here is where it becomes a little bit of a hot mess because I accidentally skipped another day, I think, so I put like 3 highlights down on the wrong day, and I end up having to fix it. But on the 28th, this highlight, Lunch with Raymond, who's my cousin, is supposed to be on the 28th. I went to an interview out where he worked, and we got lunch together, and it was awesome catching up and everything. And then this highlight now that I'm putting on the 28th is supposed to be on the 29th, and that is my brother and I went to the chiropractor in the morning, and then we had lunch together, which was delicious. My sister says I say delicious too much. I really need to find a different words to describe yummy food, so if you have any synonyms for delicious that I can use, please list them down below so I can enhance my vocabulary. So Din Tai Fung is like this delicious Taiwanese dumpling place, and it's so good. I used a sticker from Wonton in a Million to mark that, which I think is really cute actually, because my brother is my little brother, and he's forever going to be my baby brother, even though he is 21 now. So now I'm fixing everything, and on the 27th, my highlight was that we went out for sushi, my sister and my brother and I, and we don't get to do that very often anymore, so I used an emoji to mark that. That was definitely my highlight. And then on the 30th, this is also on the wrong day. I do not know what was up with me. I think maybe I was like drunk or something. Well, not really. I wasn't drunk actually. I think I was just distracted. But what I was saying was that the highlight I put down on the 30th was supposed to go on the 31st, and it was that we celebrated one of the Bubba bitches' birthdays early, Julia, my girl, Lunar Plans on Instagram. So, of course, that's definitely my highlight, and I used a balloon sticker emoji that came with the kit. So now I'm decorating the spaces or the days that aren't in the month with some washi, and I've been using the washi horizontally this year because it's faster and easier, and I do love the way that it looks. Then I'm going to move over to the sidebar to fill out an intention or a quotation that carried me through the month, and I think, you know what, this is probably, again, going to carry me for the rest of my life because this one is just, I think many of you can relate to it as well. Always, over and over, these days and nights will come, the anxiety, the aversion, the doubt, and I will still live, and I will still love life. That is by Herman Hesse, or Herman Hesse, in Rainy Weather in Wandering. So that is it for my March monthly highlights. I hope you enjoyed. I, as always, love reliving these memories. Thank you so much for watching, as always, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.